was also defeated, there would be no islands in the fifth stratum at all. At this moment in time, all of the hundreds of thousands of cultivators present here were completely focused on what was going to happen. They were awaiting the final resolution to this momentous event. At the very bottom of the dark abyss below the astral islands. At this moment there were more than 10 figures gathered here, including that of the muscular man with tousled black hair who was dressed in simple combat garbs. Their auras were as profound as that of the endless sea of stars. Berchilu truly is formidable in heart force. This should be his final battle in the astral islands. After he finishes sweeping through all his opponents, he will probably leave. He still has yet to tell us if he will be joining the Palace of Radiance or the Palace of Heart Force. These ancient powers were all chatting amongst themselves. All of them had been keeping an eye on Berchilu for quite some time now. In fact, even the almighty hegemon had been paying attention to him. The path of cultivation had 3 main branches: Fiendgid body refining, Ki refining, and heart force cultivating. Jining was a dual refiner who trained both as a Fiendgid and as a Ki refiner. However, it was actually possible to be a triple refiner who trained in heart force as well. Berchilu was one such cultivator, and people like him were the most terrifying opponents one could face. If Berchilu could use his heart force to even slightly affect his opponent, he would then be able to easily dominate that person through his terrifying close combat skills. In fact, there were many who Berchilu could defeat without even having to lift a finger. "Oh, just one battle is left," a voice rang out. A white-bearded elder dressed in snowy robes who had 6 curved horns on his head suddenly appeared out of nowhere. The 10+ ancient powers gathered here were all shocked. They hastily bowed with respect. Hegemon. The almighty hegemon, the most exalted figure in all the Bright Zor Kingdom. Because of him, the Bright Zor Kingdom sprang into existence. Because of him, there existed the Bright Zor Imperials and the 12 palaces of Bright Zor. Because of him, the kingdom was qualified to stand alongside the Tao Alliance and the Aeonian Kingdom as one of the most supreme powers of the endless territories. In front of him, even the most unruly of ancient powers would have to bow their heads. How is the latest batch of newcomer kids doing? The 6-horned, white-bearded old man slowly sauntered towards them. Space-time began to congeal and condense in the area around him. Although he wasn't intentionally flaring his aura, the tiny